Okay, so I am going live. This is my first live video from my phone. I did live from my desktop once and it went okay. I don't know how long I'll be on. I felt like this should be... Hi, Vicious Pickle Juice. I just wanted to kind of do this really quickly. I know that I haven't been posting my vlogs a lot lately, and because I've been under a lot of stress. Where I am right now is I am in Mission Bay down in San Diego, and I'm finally feeling like things are calming down and kind of coming back together. There have been a few things that have been stressing me lately. It's been overwhelming me, and that's why I haven't been editing. One is my job, not only the work of the job itself, but also someone at work. Also the stuff with my mom. If you haven't seen past videos, my mom's been dealing with some health issues, and there's just been a lot up and down, left and right with that. So that's been causing me a bunch of stress. And I think I've got a couple of other things, but those are like the three main things, two involving work and one involving my mom. Well, this last week, thank you. This last week, I finally, we pushed through with an issue with the coworker. I finally got off a certain team, and that was an immediate de-stressor. And then today, the reason I'm actually down in San Diego in the middle of the week is because I had a meeting with the administrator of my mom's nursing facility, and to go over a few issues, and we actually had some positive progress. And that in itself, I'm like, wow, I feel a lot less stressed already. There's just this weight off my shoulders because we finally have some positive progress for her healing. Everyone is on the same page, our family and the facility staff members. And then I came down to Mission Bay, where my cousin, she's over there somewhere. Where is she? She's hidden. She's hiding right now. But my family's down here. We're doing a little like bonfire barbecue thing, and it just so happened to be the same day that I'm down here, and I'm like, sure, I'll go. And it is so quiet here. Oh my gosh, I've been talking about going and doing like a little vacation. Guys, if you don't take a moment away from time to time, you are not going to be able to fully, properly function in life. I was listening to a podcast recently that talked about this. You've got two things. You can either work really hard and get more accomplished in the short term, but you will burn yourself out and be forced to rest. Or you can take the time to rest, work from a place of that, and you won't get as much done immediately, but you will get more done long term because you won't burn out as easily. And I've been knowing for a while, I gotta rest, I gotta take a break. And I've been sitting here in my chair, which we actually had to MacGyver it. I'll show you really quickly. It's kind of funny, but it's been so quiet. Like, you can tell that there's not a lot of people here. There's not a lot of noise. It's kind of quiet. Yeah, here's the MacGyver chair. The back broke. It was hilarious. But it's been quiet, and I've just been sitting in the chair, kind of closing my eyes, just listening to the quietness. And it's been, oh gosh, it's saying I have a poor connection. Hopefully you guys are actually getting this. It's just been so relaxing. I literally feel like between taking care of the work situation with the coworker, getting oh good, thank you, getting my mom's situation taken care of, and then just taking a moment to breathe and to relax. This is exactly what I needed. And I don't know what else to say other than I haven't seen this site in probably 10 years. I literally haven't been down in Mission Bay. We used to come here all the time. and I'm feeling relaxed. So that's that. Anyone in the chat room, anything you want to chat about while we're here? Oh, yeah. So, again, take the time to rest. Take the time to... can you go swim? Well, I could, but I'm actually, if you can't tell, I'm wearing a suit. And so I'm not quite dressed to go in the water. My brother brought a suit. My cousin's in her suit. This used to be the 10th most polluted body of water in the world, or in the top 10. I don't know. But I will refrain from swimming. I do thank you for that. We do have it's like a kayak here, but the sun's actually setting. What time is it? It is 7:58 is when the sun is setting. It's 7:35 right now. And so the sun is just setting over there. It just looks like a big yellow orange blob on the camera just because the dynamic range is off. What was that comment I missed? Oh crap, I don't think I can go back. Oh wait, can you go swim? Okay, do you remember? Of course I remember you guys. How would I forget? Of course I said hello, Vicious Pickle Juice. So of course I remember you guys. Thank you for coming and jumping in. I hope Justin Bravo's giveaway is still going strong. I haven't been able to pop in there in the last day or so to say hi, but I do thank you guys for coming in. I am going to wrap this up just because I'm going to keep this up on the channel so people can see it, and just to kind of have some... you did? I didn't hear you. Oh, well, yes. Hello, Vicious Pickle Juice, again. Do I need to give you... How do I give you... whoop, add moderator. There you go. You get a little wrench. For all of the 2 people in the chat right now. All right, so there's ducks. Look at this. Hold on. Let me flip this camera around. Is life like a race in your opinion? Taking breaks and enjoy the time? Hey, duck! You suck, duck! Yeah, life can be like a race. And you can either sprint it and only be able to run short distances, or you can marathon it, take it slow, and run it as a race. Let me see, can I get the ducks in the background? There we go. Got the ducks and me. So yeah, it very much, it can be a race or it can be a marathon. And if you're going to marathon it, which you get more out that way in my opinion, but you know, you have to pace yourself. You can't just rush. You know, again, it's a matter of, do you want to be forced to rest, or do you want to operate a full life from a place of rest? And I honestly, in my opinion, if you were to ask me, the second is better. Again, yes, you will get more done if you sprint and you push and you push and you push, but you know, just I want to do number 2. Well, I want to do a number 2 as well, but I don't think the public restrooms here are very... No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so that's my advice, is to, you know, obviously you have to be careful to not completely slack off. That's part of the problem I've been having, is I've been like working really hard at work, and all through the day, all I can think of is, I can't wait to get home and edit. I can't wait to get home and edit. I can't wait to get home and edit. And I get home, I let my dog out, I sit down on the couch for like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden, before I know it, it's time to go to bed. And that's the challenge, is not being so too lazy. But I think part of the problem I've been having is it's not as much laziness as it is, there's a little bit of that, I'll admit it, but there's also, I've been so stressed and so burned out that I just emotionally crashed. And so I'm hoping, I've got a video half edited. I'm going to sit down tonight, tomorrow, get that out. I got to push through a bunch more because I've got VidCon next week, and I want to shoot a bunch of stuff for that, and I don't want my VidCon videos coming out in 3 months because I'm so far behind. So I got to start pushing my content out. I want to try and get 3 videos out a week. I think that's healthy. I just have to really work my entire schedule. Is anyone going to VidCon? Any of you guys? If so, come find me. I'll be around. I doubt I'm wearing my suit. I might one day. Who knows? But yeah, no. Well, I'll take plenty of photos and videos. Make sure follow me on Instagram if you want. I'll probably post some stuff on there. Instagram.com/Aaron Kaiser. I'm also on Twitter, the same thing, but Instagram's probably where I'll post. Do you have tips for high school? Be on the lookout for atomic wedgies. Geez, high school was how many years ago now? I graduated high school in 1998. Yeah, so 1998 is when I graduated high school, so it's been a while. It might be a little different now, but I wasn't the most popular kid in high school. I also wasn't the least popular. People actually knew who I was, but I wasn't necessarily friends with a lot. I kind of hung out with I hung out with a lot of different, can I guess your age using math? Go ahead. Guess my age, although we talked about my age in Justin Bravo's chat room the other day. Go ahead. Graduated high school in 98. Oh, one of my cousins just showed up. Let's see. Let me flip this camera around really quickly. All right. This cousin that just showed up right here is an architect, and he's been working on a bunch of cool buildings here in San Diego. So, but yeah. Oh, what do I remember about high school? Or advice for high school is the question. Do your best, but also realize that don't be so concerned about how people treat you or what people think about you while you're there, because you're probably not going to be friends with them after you graduate. You might have one or two, maybe. It really depends on what kind of circle you're in. Like the girls I knew back then that were kind of, in my opinion, the popular girls, the cute ones I had crushes on usually, they kind of tended to stay friends, but I didn't stay friends with really anyone. There's only one person I really remain like truly friends with, not like Facebook friends. I'm Facebook friends with a lot of them, but truly friends, one person, and I'm godfather to her daughter. So we're almost family now. So I actually call her my sister, but we were high school friends. It's interesting too because she and I look back to high school differently. She is very nostalgic for high school. Like, she actually dates a lot of people that she knew in high school, and she wishes she was back then. And she was actually kind of popular in high school, and that's kind of why. I'm sorry I'm shaking around. I need to use a different hand. However, me, like I said, I kind of bounced around. Sorry about that. I kind of bounced around different social groups, and so like I was on the school newspaper. I had a column in every issue, and in my farewell issue, I actually wrote things I've learned over time, like don't be afraid to talk to the little old lady on the 14-hour plane trip. She might have something interesting to say. And then I said something about my senior class being jerks but not holding it against anyone. I meant it a lot nicer than it came out. I was trying to say, because there was like this one classmate that I knew him all throughout from freshman year to the end, and sort of. I knew who he was, but he was one of the guys that wore the jacket with all the patches on it. He had a mohawk, and I just looked at him. I'm like, that guy's a slacker. That guy's a jerk. And then I actually had a class with him and met him, and he was the nicest guy. But I said something about my senior class being jerks, and everyone took offense to that. So it was kind of Yeah. No, he wasn't one of the jocks. He was, I said, a jerk. I thought he was a jerk, and he wasn't. Um, he had a mohawk. He was actually like one of the anarchy kids. I don't know if you guys still have those in high school. We had them in the 90s, these anarchy kids. And he was actually what, at the time, it was a subculture called straight edge, where you look like you're like a rebel, but you're actually, he was a straight A student. He was super nice. I mean, he's in LA as well. I ran into him once or twice. I haven't seen him in a long time though. But yeah, it's just, like I said, do your best. If you are going into something where you need college, go to do that. Don't necessarily think college is going to solve any answers. Don't think you're necessarily going to stay friends with people from high school. Go to your reunion. Expect that people are going to change even after 10 years. I surprised one of the guys that was bald already, and I actually, okay, here's an interesting story. I had a couple of guys that I kind of considered bullies to me in high school, and one of them, we actually connected on like MySpace or Facebook shortly before my 10-year anniversary, and it was one of those weird things because like he was like, I never understood why he was rude to me. He was just like, as my bullies, there wasn't a reason, there wasn't an excuse. And he actually had kind of apologized to me on, like I said, this was back on like the MySpace days, and I didn't know like it was going to be interesting seeing him. And when I saw him at the reunion, I just gave him a hug like we were old friends. It was weird, and I think it was a little bit therapeutic for him as well. It was, in fact, today is his birthday. I haven't wished him happy birthday yet, so Jerry Green, happy birthday. I don't know if you're watching this or not, but yeah, it was a bro hug, and I just gave him a hug I didn't even think about it. I'm like, I just gave one of the guys I had considered my bully a hug. Yeah. So anyway, my arm is starting to get a little tired. More people are here. Yeah, I think I need to, or we're about to make s'mores. We've got a barbecue pit right over there, and we're going to make some s'mores soon. Oh, really? Yeah. But I do want to thank you guys for jumping in this live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully anyone watching it later enjoys it as well. But just to reiterate, I am feeling so much less stress right now because I've eliminated like 3 stress reasons, 2 stress reasons plus just relaxed. So there we go. I will talk to you guys later, and thanks again for jumping into the chat room, those of you guys that did. See you later.